They have so much power in their jaws. So it was a thrashing, shaking, while the seal probably didn't feel a thing. It was over very quickly for it.
Who knew that advancements in tech would mean we could record all the stuff we never thought we'd see in our lives? From bears chasing people in the snow to creepy clowns lurking in the shadows, drones are bringing us all the terrifying stuff we don't want to see. So, would you ever fly a drone around, hoping to capture something equally scary? Or maybe you'd just stick to watching these videos from the comfort of your couch. 1. Killer whales charge blue whale.
We've now got 50 or 60 killer whales, seriously dominant apex predators, swimming around our boat, feeding on this blue whale. And what is that coming over the horizon?
Off the coast of Monterey, California, the biggest creature ever to roam the planet, a blue whale, is just cruising along. Then out of nowhere, a pod of killer whales shows up, like a gang ready to throw hands, or fins. These orcas, who are much smaller than the blue whale, were clearly feeling bold and charged straight at it. Now, killer whales do go after blue whales sometimes. They're pretty bold, right? But seeing the ocean's biggest heavyweight completely lose it, that's next level scary. The blue whale panicked, thrashing its massive tail and churning the water like it was in a washing machine. But here's the real kicker. Despite its size, this literal ocean titan wasn't having it. It took off like it had just seen a ghost. The killer whales, they didn't even bother chasing it after that little strike. Guess size doesn't always mean you're safe in the wild. Like and subscribe right now and you'll have amazing luck for the rest of the week. 2. The cornfield clown of Huntsville. Huntsville, Alabama, just got a dose of creepiness with a clown sighting in a cornfield. Seriously, is this 2016 all over again? Ever since that bizarre clown craze hit the streets years ago, our collective fear of these goofy yet terrifying figures has reached new heights. No longer just Halloween fun, clowns have transformed into something out of our nightmares. It's a sunny day, corn is swaying in the breeze, and then all of a sudden, a clown pops up, staring deadpan at the camera with a grin that could freeze your blood. Just as you think it's all a joke, the clown bolts back into the woods, disappearing faster than your last slice of pizza at a party. This creepy sighting throws us back to those strange days when clowns were lurking in the shadows, causing chaos and confusion. They had a way of making us question our comfort zones, popping up in the most unexpected places. Now this Huntsville clown has brought that chilling vibe right back into our lives. Whether it's a prank or something far more sinister, one thing's for sure. The locals are keeping a watchful eye on the cornfield. So, if you're in the area, stay alert. Who knows what else might be lurking just beyond the stalks. 3. The Gates of Hell. Darvaza gas crater.
Geologists in Turkmenistan, they tell me a different story. They say that the crater actually formed in the late 1960s and was gurgling with gas and mud for quite a few years and wasn't actually ignited until the 1980s.
The Darvaza gas crater, or as it's dramatically dubbed, the Gates of Hell, is this massive crater that's been burning since 1971. Seriously, it's like Mother Nature's way of reminding us who's really in charge. This is a large hole in the ground, about 230 feet wide and 66 feet deep, glowing with intense flames and billowing smoke. It's not just a cool tourist spot, it's a hotbed of geological wonder. The crater was created when Soviet geologists were drilling for natural gas and accidentally punctured a cavern filled with it. To prevent the spread of methane, they decided to set it ablaze, thinking it would burn out in a few weeks. Spoiler alert, it didn't. Instead, it's been blazing for over 50 years, creating a site that draws adventurers and thrill seekers from all over the globe. As you stand near the crater, the heat radiates, and you can't help but feel both awe and a hint of fear, like you're peering into the depths of the underworld itself. Nature can be pretty dramatic when it wants to be. 4. Shark versus seal.
They have so much power in their jaws, so it was a thrashing, shaking, while the seal probably didn't feel a thing. It was over very quickly for it.
In a heart-pounding moment caught on camera, a shark and a seal crossed paths, and it was all over in the blink of an eye. The seal, innocently coming up for air, had no idea what was lurking below. As soon as the shark spotted its next meal, it was game on. The sheer power of the shark's jaws is a terrifying sight to behold, and the struggle was intense, but short-lived. With a few furious thrashes, the seal's fate was sealed before it even realized what hit it. It's a brutal reminder of the raw power of nature and the ruthless game of survival in the ocean. 1 second you're gasping for air, and the next it's lights out. Nature sure doesn't mess around. 5. Bear on the chase. This is a snowy forest in Russia, all serene and quiet until chaos erupts. A bear spots a man, and it's game on. This isn't your typical nature documentary. It's a high-stakes chase scene straight out of a movie. As the man races through the snow, heart pounding, the massive bear is hot on his heels, its massive paws crunching through the powder. But wait, mid-chase, the bear glances up at the drone, filming the whole spectacle. Is it surprised? Curious? Who knows? For that split second, it looks like the bear's thinking, "What's this flying thing doing here?" But it doesn't take long for the bear to shake off the distraction and dive back into the chase. 6. The Great Blue Hole. Ever wondered what it feels like to plunge into a giant cosmic abyss? Welcome to the Great Blue Hole, a massive underwater sinkhole that reaches a staggering 125 meters deep. It's like Mother Nature decided to dig a massive pool just to keep us on our toes. This breathtaking sinkhole isn't just a pretty face, it's a portal into a whole new world. As you swim down, you're greeted by ancient stalactites and eerie underwater caves that could easily be the backdrop for a horror movie. Seriously, if there's a place where you'd expect to find a mermaid with a sinister grin, it's here. But don't let the beauty fool you. This underwater wonder is home to some cheeky reef sharks and colorful fish that seem to be having the time of their lives. Who knew nature could be so terrifying and enchanting at the same time? 7. Pod of mermaids, caught on camera. Gliding over some insanely clear waters, this drone footage captures something that'll make you do a double take. Just beneath the surface, there's a shimmer in the water, something moving with a grace that feels, well, unnatural. Could it be a real-life pod of mermaids? As the drone glides closer, we catch glimpses of this enchanting sight moving gracefully through vibrant coral reefs. But hold up, can we really say it's a mermaid? It's all a bit hazy, leaving us to wonder if it's just a trick of the light or something straight out of a fairy tale. But here's where it gets even more terrifying. If this is legit, what else is lurking in the ocean's depths? If a pod of mermaids can exist, what's hiding down there that we haven't even imagined yet? This footage isn't just intriguing, it's spine-chilling, reminding us that the ocean is full of surprises, and not all of them are friendly. 8. And it's a mermaid again. Ready for round 2 of mermaid madness? This time, a drone swoops in close from the get-go and captures a jaw-dropping sight. A mermaid, with a dazzling pink tail, just living her best life. Seriously, she looks like she just found the ultimate underwater dance party. with her shimmering scales glinting in the sunlight and hair flowing like she's in a shampoo commercial. This mermaid is all about that carefree vibe. She's flipping her tail and gliding through the water with a grace that's straight up enchanting. It's the kind of sight that makes you wonder if fairy tales are actually real, because this mermaid is the real deal, and she's definitely ready for her close-up. 9. The Blood Falls of Antarctica. This is Antarctica, where the ice is white, the winds are howling. It's also where the blood falls are, a natural wonder that's anything but ordinary. This crimson waterfall is spilling out from the Taylor Glacier, and it's like nature decided to drop a splash of red paint on an otherwise icy canvas. So, what's behind this eerie spectacle? The secret lies beneath the glacier, where ancient salt water, rich in iron, has been trapped for over 5 million years. When this super salty water oozes out into the frigid air, it reacts with oxygen, rusting and creating that blood-red hue. It's not exactly a horror movie scenario, but it definitely has that chilling, otherworldly vibe. Just imagine a landscape of stark white ice, and then this vibrant red waterfall cuts through the scene. Even in the coldest places on Earth, nature sure has a flair for the dramatic. 10. Spotted Lake in British Columbia. Canada's got nature's own version of a paint splatter art project, Spotted Lake in British Columbia. Seriously, this place looks like someone dumped a bucket of vibrant colors all over it. Located near Osayuse, this salty wonder is famous for its polka-dotted appearance, where blue, green, and yellow spots pop up when the summer sun evaporates the water. But wait, what causes this weird look? Those colorful splotches are actually mineral deposits, magnesium sulfate, calcium, and sodium, crystallizing in the lake's shallow depths. And this lake isn't just pretty, it actually has deep cultural roots, with the local Okanagan First Nations people, who have treasured its waters for their healing properties for generations. So, be sure to bring your camera when you visit, because you're going to want to show off this colorful little gem to your friends. 11. The first ever aerial footage of uncontacted Amazonian tribe. In a groundbreaking moment brought to us by the BBC, we're finally getting a peek at an uncontacted Amazonian tribe living life in the fast lane of the Stone Age. Filmed from a kilometer up in the sky using some serious zoom lenses, this footage provides us with a rare glimpse into their daily hustle. Think clubs, spears, and bows, all while rocking that eye-catching red body paint made from annatto tree seeds. Their humble huts made from leaves and wood are found among gardens bursting with manioc, bananas, and papaya. While it's a pretty simple existence, they've never had outside contact, which means they're not exactly rolling out the welcome mat. In fact, getting too close could be a one-way ticket to trouble. Their world is untouched, and they're likely wary of outsiders, making them pretty formidable. So while this footage is fascinating, it's also a pretty terrifying reminder that these folks live by their own rules in a dangerous and beautiful world that's as frightening as it is captivating. 12. Nature's fury meets tech wizardry.
The first time ever we have video and footage from a hurricane on the ocean's surface.
Hurricane Sam just met its match with a little help from technology. For the first time, we've got some wild footage of a hurricane from right above the ocean's surface, thanks to a crew of daring scientists from Saildrone and the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration. They sent in a slick, uncrewed surface vehicle, the SD-1045, right into the heart of Hurricane Sam. And it's safe to say it didn't back down from the challenge. This little gadget successfully rode the chaos of a Category 4 hurricane, gathering important scientific data while dodging Mother Nature's fury. Who knew weather watching could be this exciting? With these techie sidekicks, we're not just bracing for storms, we're diving headfirst into understanding one of Earth's most powerful forces. 13. The Ghost of Cannock Chase. In a frightening moment straight out of a ghost story, a drone caught footage of a spooky white figure lurking in Cannock Chase. The drone was casually flying around, only to suddenly reveal a figure dressed in white, standing ominously in the shadows. While the footage isn't particularly clear, it's unmistakably a white figure with a dark face, sending chills down your spine. This isn't just any figure, it's the legendary specter associated with the area, known for its haunting presence. Yup, it's her, the legendary black-eyed girl. What's she doing there? Is she waiting for something or someone? The legend has it that her spirit roams the woods, possibly searching for lost souls, and this footage only adds to its unsettling reputation. The way the figure seems to blend back into the trees raises the stakes even higher. Is it just a trick of the light, or is Cannock Chase hiding something sinister? 14. The Hill of Crosses. Welcome to the Hill of Crosses, folks. This isn't just any old hill. It's packed with over 100,000 crosses, and trust me, it's a sight to behold. Located in Lithuania, this spot isn't just about pretty views. It's a powerful symbol of faith and resilience. Originally, people started placing crosses here as a tribute to those who fought for freedom, and now it's turned into this beautiful patchwork of hope and defiance. As the drone zooms over, you can see the sheer scale of this holy hillside. You've got crosses of every shape and size, some blinged out with flowers, others standing tall in their rustic simplicity. It's like an art installation that went rogue, and each cross is shouting its own story. But this isn't just a random collection of wood and metal. It's a giant middle finger to those who thought they could silence the voices of the people. The air buzzes with the echoes of countless prayers and hopes, creating an atmosphere that's both serene and powerful. 15. Caught in the act, drone versus drug dealer. A police drone swoops down in Middlesbrough and catches a drug dealer red-handed. Talk about a wild way to get caught. Callum, who's over 22, thought he could play it cool, but nope, he was ambushed before he knew it. This isn't just your average caught in the act moment, it's like a scene out of a crime thriller. He was peddling 31 bags of crack cocaine worth around 300 pounds. And guess what? He's now facing 28 months in the slammer. What a crazy world we live in, right? One minute you're thinking you can get away with it, and the next, a flying camera catches your every move. 16. Volcano up close. The drone's sacrifice. Scientists went all in and sacrificed a drone to capture footage of a volcano. And you know what? It was totally worth it. With ash billowing and lava bubbling, this brave little flying machine soared into the chaos, giving us a front row seat to nature's most explosive show. Imagine being that close to a volcano, the heat radiating like a furnace, the rumble vibrating through the ground, and the surreal sight of molten rock flowing like a fiery river. It's both terrifying and simply mesmerizing. The drone's mission wasn't just about getting footage, it was about unlocking secrets of our planet, showing how volcanoes shape the landscape and the ecosystems around them. This is the kind of adventure that makes you realize how wild and beautiful our world really is, all thanks to a fearless drone that was willing to dive headfirst into the action. 17. UFO spotted on drone in Strumpshaw, Norfolk, England. So picture this, a drone pilot in Strumpshaw, Norfolk, is casually flying their drone when all of a sudden the signal cuts out for no good reason. They bring it back home and decide to check out the footage. What do they find? A UFO just hanging out in the sky like it owns the place. This thing is wild. No wings, no props, just gliding around like it's ready to take a vacation from outer space. The footage is in crystal clear 1280 HD at 30 FPS. And trust us, it's the kind of clip that makes you think, what on earth or beyond am I looking at? The pilot trimmed the 5-minute video for quality, but the mystery only gets juicier. Seriously, what's flying above us? 18. The Aokigahara Forest, where beauty meets darkness. As the drone hovers over Aokigahara Forest, it paints a beautiful picture of lush greenery and towering trees. It looks peaceful, right? Well, don't let that beauty fool you. This is no ordinary forest. It's known as the infamous Suicide Forest. And what lies beneath that peaceful surface is ridiculously unsettling. While the aerial footage might feel calm, the reality is anything but. Aokigahara has earned its disturbing reputation as a place where many souls have sought their final escape. The thick canopy hides more than just wildlife. It's a haunting ground where silence hangs heavy with unspoken stories. The stillness of the forest can feel suffocating, as if it's holding its breath in respect for those who've wandered into its depths and never returned. As the drone captures those views, it's a reminder of how nature can mask tragedy with beauty. Each twist and turn in the foliage hints at the countless lost lives, a shadow lurking just beneath the surface. So while the drone footage may show a serene paradise, remember that Aokigahara's allure is dark and complicated. In this forest, the line between beauty and despair is razor thin, making it a place of fascination and fear all at once. 19. Dorset's crop circles. In the fields of Dorset, something out of the ordinary is making big waves, star-shaped crop circles. And no, this isn't your average farming mishap. As the drone buzzes overhead, these incredible designs unfold like a cosmic puzzle, making you wonder if aliens decided to get artsy on Earth. Imagine flying high above a patchwork of crops, only to discover that someone or something has turned this field into a massive canvas. The patterns are so precise and intricate, it's hard not to feel like you've stumbled upon an intergalactic message. Are aliens trying to send us a signal, or did some super creative humans just have a wild night? Who even has the time to pull this off without a single footprint in sight? It's a mystery that has everyone scratching their heads. Is it a grand prank or a genuine extraterrestrial encounter? Whether you're a believer in the unknown or think it's all just clever tomfoolery, there's no denying these crop circles ignite our curiosity. While skeptics might argue that these are simply the result of human creativity, the mystery surrounding them adds a layer of intrigue. Are they messages from another world, or just a clever hoax? Whether you believe in extraterrestrial involvement or not, there's no denying that these crop circles spark the imagination and invite speculation. So next time you find yourself wandering through the rolling hills of Dorset, keep your eyes peeled. You never know what kind of earthly or unearthly mysteries you might stumble upon. 20. Drone captures UFO. Definitely not a dandelion. It flew right past the drone. This mysterious object, caught zooming across the sky, had people completely disoriented and throwing around wild guesses, like maybe it was just a floating dandelion. But there's no way that's the case. Whatever this thing was, it moved with precision and speed that no plant puff could pull off. The UFO zipped by in a way that makes you second-guess everything. It wasn't drifting aimlessly or caught in a gust of wind. This thing had purpose. Some people may try to play it off as something innocent, but let's be real. There's nothing ordinary about what was caught here. But what could it be? Well, that's the million-dollar question, and the lack of answers only adds to the chill factor. 21. The Bolton Strid. The Bolton Strid may look like a charming little stream winding through the Yorkshire countryside, but don't be fooled. This innocent-looking waterway is downright terrifying. Sure, it might seem shallow in some places, but it can drop to over 20 feet in the blink of an eye. People have been swept away here, and the stories of those who've disappeared without a trace give it a hair-raising reputation. The current is strong and deceptive, luring in the unsuspecting. One moment you're enjoying the scenery, and the next you could be struggling against the dark depths below. And if that's not creepy enough, local legends say the spirits of those who drowned linger in the area, adding an eerie vibe to the already spooky atmosphere. So, if you ever find yourself near the Bolton Strid, tread carefully. What looks like a pretty little stream could turn into a dangerous trap. Nature has a wicked sense of humor, after all. 22. The Devil's Pool. The Devil's Pool in Zambia looks like a tempting tropical paradise, but let's not get too cozy. Situated right on the edge of Victoria Falls, this spot might seem perfect for a refreshing dip, but it hides a killer secret beneath that crystal-clear water. When the dry season rolls in, the pool appears all calm and inviting, but just a few feet away, the water takes a dramatic plunge into a dizzying drop-off, turning it into a watery abyss. It's like nature's own warning sign. One minute you're chilling and enjoying the view, and the next you could be swept away into a watery grave. Local legends only add to the creep factor, with stories of thrill-seekers who underestimated the power of this beast. So, while it might look like a postcard from paradise, remember, the Devil's Pool isn't just a cute name. It's a reminder that nature can be breathtaking, but also brutally unforgiving. Think twice before you dive in. It might just be the last splash you ever make. From genuine spine tinglers to nature's own creepy curiosities, it's time to ask, what else is lurking out there that might give you chills? Are you ready to be terrified out of your mind?